Hey friends, welcome to my channel. I'm AmandaMuse, and I've been making content here on YouTube for a little over 10 years. And sometimes you forget to make content like I did for the last 3 weeks. Where have I been? Let's talk about it. Where should one begin? First of all, how was your summer? Let's talk to you guys for a little bit first. It was kind of nice to wrap up the summer and just get back into the school year like nothing ever happened. Like life is resuming. So that is really exciting. I can't be alone in that feeling. Mask free. The kids have entered grade 3 and grade 6. So it's a lot of independence. It's kids helping make lunches. It's pretty freeing, gotta be honest. Plan for this video. I don't really have one. I just realized that it's been a long time since I've spoken to you. And when that happens, I find it easier to stay away than sit down and make a video. And it's like, let's just hash it out and just bring you guys up to speed. And then next week we'll be back on track for regular content. Cool, cool. First off, I changed my hair. What do you think? Just got it done today. I was leaning towards going super short pixie and going dark. And then after talking with my hairstylist, Courtney, I was, she brought me around because I really like short hair with dimension. And sometimes when you go full one color, it kind of looks like you're wearing a hat and it's like, it's not the vibe I'm looking for. So I was pretty excited about this and we'll see what I do next month. I don't know. Every 6 weeks I get a haircut, so we'll see what happens. But so far, I'm really happy with it. It's fun to switch it up. And this was a perfect time to do it because I'm not in the middle of any projects where I need to have like my hair looking the same. So I do enjoy that. So basically, let's just jump into like how I'm doing, how the family's doing, how work's doing, and I think we'll cover all the bases. So a little bit of a chatty video today. Let's get down to it. First off, business stuff. I love me some tech products. So here's hoping this mic that I'm wearing over here, it's gonna do well. I do like to buy new things to, one, step up my content, but two, also, I just find it fun and it makes filming content like exciting or something. I don't know. It's like buying new running shoes when you wanna go to the gym. It's that kind of vibe. Gets me excited again. Also, I just cleaned my office and I couldn't believe how much better I feel after I did that. So let's talk about that for just a moment. This video might flip-flop, but that's my personality. So it's like you're sitting here having a coffee with me, okay? I took the dogs for a walk the other night, and as I was walking, a couple things I was reflecting upon. The first was that, what the hell? I haven't taken a walk like the whole summer. What is going on? So that's been weird. It was a particularly challenging summer. One, we had an awesome wedding. My younger sister got married, and so we had this beautiful wedding to attend and events leading up to it, so that was really great. I had lots of busy work times, also really great. But Dean being back to work and me resuming my role of a solo parent when he is working, I kind of forgot how to do all of that. And honestly, it kind of kicked my ass. In conjunction with a really shitty neighbor who called the city on us by law and tried to get us like fined up the yazoo about our pool. Conversation for another day. Some people's souls are quite bleak. We have a fence going up. It's not even a problem anymore. But honestly, it kind of threw a bit of a wrench in my summer because I had this plan to work from home. I thought I would save some money on summer camp, be home, and the pool would be the fun attraction for the kids. But then that kind of got screwed up a bit. And then, just trying to manage life was really hard. It's like, I feel like I need to take a deep breath, because if you go back like 3 years ago when I was working from home and doing my thing and Dean was also working and I was solo parenting, the volume of work that I was outputting looked a lot different. I don't think I was working on as many partnerships as I do now because over the last 2 years, my job really went hardcore full time as it needed to support the family, which is great. Except all of a sudden, Dean going back to work, it's like I was trying to fit a full-time job into part-time hours. Not possible. So there was a whole lot of guilt that I was feeling and shame of being a pretty shitty parent because I just felt like I didn't do enough with my kids. That said, we did get away for 2 nights out to Kincardine, which is a beautiful beachy town. Loved it. On Lake Huron. My favorite lake. So we had a great time. And then we went out to my sister's. And so I feel like we did do a lot of stuff. We did fun like day excursions, but it wasn't exactly the summer of my dreams. I'm happy to see it go. You know, like I'm ready for the next summer when I just feel more prepared. So there was that. So basically what I'm trying to say is that me going back into this solo parenting role has been really challenging, and I'm still not out of the thick of it. Like I'm still trying to figure this all out. I definitely feel like I have a better handle on things today, and literally just today, because yesterday, game-changing experience, I finally had an assessment done with a cleaning service. Praise be. Praise be. So I'm going to be having cleaning services beginning on October 3rd, and I realize that this is extremely privileged, so heads up, I'm aware, but I've gone many years without help, and I just realized that now that we have a double income, there is wiggle room, and I'm very excited because this really does specifically impact me, because let me tell you, the algorithm has introduced me to the concept of fair play. If you know what this is, then you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what this is, I almost don't want to tell you about it because it's super triggering as to how much work can fall on one person's shoulders. It's like all the invisible work that takes place too. Like, I know that a lot of duties are shared, and this is not to throw all the husbands in heterosexual relationships under the bus. It is kind of hetero-dominant, this stuff, so that's why it's a little tricky to discuss, because like I don't know enough about it. This video is not about fair play. However, it just dawned on me how much I'm doing and how much resentment I was feeling. Like it's not fair that I work crazy hours in the week, output, and then I spend my entire Saturday cleaning and organizing to then rest for like half of Sunday, because then Sunday I'm also doing laundry. Like it was not making sense, and I'm like, this is what is happening. So finally booking this service, and even me talking about it just goes to show you like how much I'm not super comfortable with the fact that like I'm spending this kind of money on something I can technically do, but just because I can do it doesn't mean I should do it. Delegation, right? So I'm delegating this task out, and I'm really looking forward to how this is going to impact me, because what I'm probably most excited about is the fact that yes, all of a sudden I will have more time to do other things, but also like I don't mind doing tasks around the house, especially tasks I don't get to often, like organizing our storage area or decluttering my closet or decluttering the bathroom. Like those are above and beyond projects right now that I can't even dream about doing because I just don't have enough hours in the week. So I'm really excited about that. Those have been, I think, some of the trickier pain points. And then I think the final tricky pain point is that, you know, Dean and I have not had a lot of time for each other, and that can start to wear on a relationship. And so what I'm really excited about is that Dean has now done all of his training. And so he's like on the regular fleet doing his thing for his job as a pilot. And so I'm really excited to take some time away with him. And so I have a plan to do a November trip with my partner, and we're going to do something fun. And I don't exactly know what that is, but we'll probably fly somewhere. Even if it's just like 2 or 3 nights. I'm really excited about it, and my dad has already told me several times to please just go. He's got the kids. They're also very independent. Like, we have turned a corner into this new chapter of parenting where they make their own lunches, they can self-regulate and manage and organize themselves. Like, it's a very different experience, and so I need to take advantage of this, you know what I mean? So that's coming, and I'm really excited just to have some time with Dean, not as parents, just with each other. Like, we haven't had this in a very long time, like ever since Esme was born. Don't recommend. Our life took some twists and turns and ups and downs, and so we didn't really like, one, we couldn't afford it for a while, and two, we couldn't afford the time away from the kids. It was like a whole thing. We're here now, and I'm excited. And on the personal front, did I mention this walk thing? I feel like I started talking about it and then I segued. Basically, the other day I was taking a walk and I realized that I hadn't gone on a walk in forever. And I was like, why? So solo parenting, meaning I'm alone with the kids, so I can't just leave them and go on random walks. I'm just not super comfortable with that. Popping over to the neighbors for like a minute, fine, but like an hour out, I don't know. So the last few nights, the kids have been coming with me on these walks, which has been, I'd say, half enjoyable. Because if they're both together, there is always a point where they annoy each other and fight. And I'm like, what's the point of this? You know? But then also it's kind of cool that they've come with me and they're moving their bodies and they're getting active, which is great. But as a result of not taking walks, I haven't been visiting with my friend Jack as often, and that is weighing heavy on me, seriously. I think about him every single day. I need to go visit him. We text occasionally, but it's just like not enough. So I've got to make a point for that to happen. And I just feel like all of a sudden as I'm on this walk that I realize how hard anxiety and depression is and was for me over the last 2 years. So here I am like nearly 4 months off of my antidepressants, and I'm starting to feel myself coming back. Like I have energy when I work out again. My body still isn't where I would like it to be, but it's one of these things like I'm not going to punish myself. Like it took some time for my body to change. It's going to take some time for my body to change again. And so, I find like I just have more energy. I'm organizing my sleep better. In other words, I'm getting sleep. I'm back to doing things like reading. Oh my God, I read the series A Court of Thorn and Roses. You need to read those books. Oh, it's so good. I'm just starting her second series now, like the Crescent City one. Anyway, so, I'm doing things like walking again. I'm making time for reading. I'm making time to slow down and watch TV. Like all of these things that have a way of like escaping and falling us on the wayside during the summer months. It's just like really hard. Even though summer is enjoyable and laid back and relaxed, I thrive with a schedule and routine. And just having this time to myself in the day, like I went and got my hair done. I didn't have to worry about who was watching the kids. I organized my bedroom the other day. I did like the laundry in the middle of the week. Like, who am I? Like, it sounds so, like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like much, honestly. Even when I say it out loud, I'm like, this is a weird thing to be talking about. But it feels good to make myself a priority and to have the time to do so guilt-free. Like, I'm not ignoring anyone. The kids are at school learning. This is my time. I also, put a few things down. Like, if you've been a fan of my podcast Friendo, which is still up and you can still listen to it, but I haven't put out a new episode since maybe March. I think that's going to stay that way for a while longer. Like I'm realizing how heavy everything got on me specifically for 2 years and how nice it is to just enjoy the lack of it. I don't need to throw all of this stuff back on my plate so quickly. Ease my way into it, right? So a really positive thing is last week, I actually went with my sister to Las Vegas. We got to use passes, which was so fun for the first time. I hadn't used a pass before through Dean's airline. Went to Vegas. We went to Shania Twain's final show at her residency, literally the last one. We went to this beautiful restaurant, Vanderpump Paris. I'm considering putting a whole video together about our itinerary for Vegas and what we did and maybe what I would do differently and some suggestions because it was so damn fun. Let me know if that might interest you. Really good girls trip situation. Oh my God, we even made it to the Grand Canyon. Like what? I'll put up some pictures if I can. If not, you can find some photos on my Instagram at AmandaMuse. So check it out there. So that was amazing, right? And I'm realizing, especially since that trip, how much I love to experience the world, and I have passes, so what the hell am I waiting for? Especially with the fact that like I couldn't go anywhere for so long, and now the opportunity has presented itself. So babies, I'm going. And so my plan is obviously to take you guys with me wherever I go, but expect more of that. But here's the thing, when I go on a trip, it delays me, right? Like I can't get as much work done. I can't do all the things I want to do because I'm not tethered to my desk. But that's the point, isn't it? I created this job for myself and it worked out, which is amazing. But I always loved and was so, appreciative of the fact that I have this flexibility with what I do. So I need to take advantage of it. So actually tomorrow I'm taking my kids to Alberta. They're grandparents. So my in-laws live in Lethbridge. And so we're heading to Calgary, and then they're going to meet us in Calgary, and we're going to head back to their place. It's about a 2-hour drive. We're going to lay low. We're going to hang out. We're going to eat food. We're going to go for walks. They have a new puppy named Patches. I can't even handle it. It's so cute. It's a Pembroke Corgi, pretty sure. Freaking cute. So we're off to see them. And Dean won't be joining us because he has to work. And so, I've managed like a dog kennel, and that's a whole story for another day. If you were on Instagram, but it was hard to manage that. But it's like getting these things in place, delegating out some stuff so the roadblocks are gone, so I can go on trips with my kids. I have a trip planned with Dean. I have a trip planned with my aunt. Like, I need to live. And I'm realizing how I literally crack open and become a different person when I get to experience new sights, sounds, people, places. It lights me up, and I'm thrilled to have that opportunity to do it. So I need to make more time for that. It really was a time of taking care of my family and working myself to the bone. And I think there are times where that's necessary, and I don't need to do that right now. We have 2 jobs now. It's different. The stress is no longer there, and it's an exciting time. And anyway, I just wanted to sit with you and this is what we do. We have friends and we talk about these things. And, like with the pink hair, just live. It's just hair. Literally, it's going to fade in a couple weeks, and then I'll do something else. So what did I want to end this on? Some takeaways. Some takeaways is that I love a schedule. September, S schedule, my favorite. Kids being back to school is incredible. They are thriving as well. Bedtimes go smoothly. Everybody's tired at the end of the day. Routine. She's a beaut. Dean and I are excited about kind of getting to know each other again, which sounds super dramatic, but it's true. We have not been able to make the time for each other, especially in the last 2 years. And it is worth fighting for these beautiful relationships, right? It's worth it. There's so much to lose. And so I'm so excited. Not that we're going to lose anything, but I've always wanted to be super transparent. Things are not always easy. I said this before, you cannot go through what we went through and come out unscathed. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to link some videos. It was a hard 2 years with job loss, okay? Oh my gosh, exciting. The candles we are about to launch for the fall season. Not only has Dean revamped the website with the help of some incredible people, but there is a new look and feel to the candles, same beautiful quality product, couple of different scents, if not a few different scents, and the Halloween collection. Oh my God, you are not going to want to miss it. So we have by the way, it's hellofriendo.com, Friendo Apothecary candles. I think there's about 8 or 9 of the base line. And then there's these 3 limited edition ones that will come out. So there's only going to be 50 of each one. So basically get them before they're gone. And they're all hand poured, made in my home. I basically have a candle factory. My garage has been transformed to be a workshop. And I can't wait for you to get these into your home. So anyway, that's coming. We're a little bit delayed, but it's coming very soon. So all of these great things, be sure to follow actually the Instagram for that one so that you get all of the updates, and also me on Instagram because I'll be sure to share it as well. I have a new series on Cityline. So Cityline is part of City TV in Canada here, and I have a little segment called We Try Before You Buy. So I'm going to link that. I'll link a video up here. We're testing products, and by we, I mean myself and Lisa. So she's incredible, Lisa Chang, and we did this really cool series over the summer, and so the episodes are coming out now, and I love that stuff. I love being on TV. It's I feel that it comes very natural to me, and I just really enjoy it. So that's coming out. So it's been busy. It has been good, and I have to say it feels manageable, and I'm sorry that I haven't been here every week, but I think when that happens, it's one of 2 reasons. One, I'm completely overwhelmed and have had to step away, which happens. But the other one too is when I realize that I can put something down even just temporarily, because it feels right, and I'll come back to it knowing that you guys are such an incredible support, and you'll follow me on different platforms and we keep in touch, because there's that pressure to constantly be on, which is not great for your health, you know. And I'm starting to realize there's times in my life where I need little breaks, and September seems to be one of them. So I'm going to keep that in mind for next year, honestly. Anyway, that has been my little update. It's a little bit all over the place, but I think you get the gist. I've missed you. This is where I've been. I'm happy to be back. And if you'd like to see any of the behind the scenes, pictures from the summer, pictures from the wedding, pictures from Vegas, honestly, follow me on Instagram. I share a lot of that in feed, also in stories, and head over to TikTok because I'm there as well. Thank you for being here. I've so enjoyed chatting with you. I hope you enjoyed this update, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye, guys.